What's up, cousins? So I read the GQ article of The Rock, and I'm so disgusted that this man pisses in bottles. Now, here's the thing. He does it because he doesn't want to leave the set and he's late. So he wants to get there and get the work done. And if he's trying to get through a scene and he got to piss, he pisses in the bottle. And it never mentioned that he throws the bottle away. It said it's bottles of piss around the set. Like, I'm so fucking... I worked in a nursing home years ago, and that's what them old dudes used to do, simply because they didn't want to get up and go to the bathroom, or they were, like, scared because the bathroom would be too far away, so they just would piss in cups. And a lot of, like, weird kids do that. But for somebody who's almost a billionaire and, walks around, and he's a spitter, so that should really just tell me everything I need to know. Walks around, really leans into this whole I'm a nice guy persona, but he's probably psycho. He's probably a mean guy. And to be pissing in bottles, there's no value. Is that value? Is that how you pronounce it? Y'all know I got an accent. Valor and pissing in bottles. It's fucking disgusting. Like, I can't get over that. The whole thing came up because the interviewer was like, first of all, the interview was no revelation. He told the story about how he had $4 in his pockets and named his company $7. I know the math ain't mathing, but who gives a fuck? Then he goes on to talk about his daddy and how pretentious it was. Never really giving you no real revelation into, like, the stuff you don't know about The Rock. Okay, so he got a new movie coming out called The Red One. I'm not interested. He just got off doing that A24 big movie coming out called The Shatter Machine, where he's supposed to be acting and not actually be The Rock. So, The Rock was talking or whatever, and it came up talking about his work ethic, okay? And the guy said, well, I never really found anything negative about you. And The Rock was like, well, I mean, they tried. I pee in a bottle. Yeah, that happens. And he laughs, and then the interviewer asks about the lateness, and he goes on to say, yeah, that happens too, before clarifying the amount of late he reportedly had been exaggerated. This was the bananas amount. Johnson goes on to say that the story was bullshit and alludes it to being a whole other thing. Again, Chris Evans and the director of this Red One both said that Johnson was the allegations that he was egregiously late to set on a regular basis was not true. And Chris Evans tells a story about Johnson giving away $100,000 in cash and gifts to the crew out of nowhere. He doesn't clarify where any of that cash made it to the person who had to touch the bottles of piss. But hey, at least it's in a bottle. Do you know how fucking disgusting? I am so fucking flabbergasted, flummoxed, floored. And then I'm looking at these pictures of The Rock, and all I can see is his hand stuffing his dick in a bottle and peeing in it and putting the cap back on and spitting and putting the bottle down. Like, that's a nasty motherfucker there. This is... Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm just... Ugh.